want to calculate the vapor pressure at 25 degrees Celsius of a solution containing 55.3 grams of ethylene glycol, which the formula is provided, and 285.2 grams of water. It also gives us that the vapor pressure of pure water at 25 degrees C is 23.8 torr. So now how are we going to start this problem? Well, if you remember correctly, when in doubt, what do you always do? Well, you convert to moles. So the first thing we want to do is convert each of the givens, so that's the 55.3 and the 285.2 grams, into moles. So what I want you to do is I want you to pause the video, do those conversions, come back and check your work. So hopefully yours looks like this. I took the original grams of ethylene glycol, I converted it to moles by finding this number from the periodic table, and I did the same thing with water, and I came up with each one of these moles. Well, since we're looking at pressure, vapor pressure specifically, we need to actually look at a mole fraction. So if you recall, the mole fraction is what? Well, it's related to the part divided by the whole thing. So the part, remember, we're looking for the vapor pressure of what? The solution. So I've got the number of moles of the H2O, and then I need to divide by the whole thing. So I'm going to have to add my moles together. Now when you do that, you're just going to enter that on your calculator, and what are you going to get? Well, you should get 0.9467. And remember, it's unitless because it's the same thing divided by the same thing. But now what am I going to do with this? Well, if we're talking about pressure, we're going to use Raoult's law. Do we remember what Raoult's law is? Well, it's the pressure of the solution equals the mole fraction of this water times the partial pressure naught of the solution. So how do you know what to put in there? Well, we're looking for, it says right here, calculate content of the solution, right? So we know we're looking for the regular P. So I'm going to plug in everything that I know, so 0.9467, and I'm going to multiply that by the pressure of the solution, which is what? Well, it told us that we had 23.8 because it's the only torr in the whole problem. So that's a dead giveaway as well. I'm going to do this calculation on my calculator. I come out with 22.53146. Now what happens here? Well, I need significant figures. So I had 3 and 4, so I need 3. So my final answer is going to be 22.5 torr.